Good evening, Joey Panetta's channel, YouTube Joey Panetta's channel. Now, I wanted to make a video on basically I don't support like crime because I'm trying to get away from that life, but as much as I don't support it, I don't I don't hate it either because I don't support people killing or slaughtering people, but I mean, have you ever bothered to ask a homicide serial killer why he does what he does? No. When someone's wearing a bomb as a terrorist, you don't just people nowadays just don't ask why are you doing this? What caused you to be upset? No. They fucking shoot you in the head, which is not okay. I don't support all crime. Some I do. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm trying to leave that life behind, but I gotta be honest with you, there's a lot of shit I've done that was downright psychopathic. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I support some of it. Not all of it. Not all of it, no. I don't support, like, drugs or guns or shit, but, yeah. I'm gonna be honest, because people, can you go for a second? I'm making a video, Mom, please.
I'm gonna get something to eat.
Just give me a minute. Now, I'm gonna be honest, I used to be that way back then, I'm not now. I used to be that way when I was younger. So I don't support all of it. Like, I don't support school shootings or terrorism or school shootings. Let's be honest, I do support some of that not like some stuff like... I mean, I'm not saying you should steal stuff, but, I mean, if you have to live, hey, do what you gotta do. If you have to beat someone half to death, do what you gotta do. If you're involved with gangs and you have to kill and fight to live, do what you gotta do. But I'm not gonna sit here and say I hate you or I judge you for it, because I really don't. I'm gonna be honest, I knew people who were in gangs and shit, and I don't blame people for killing people or hurting people or mass killing people, because I was a violent criminal back then too. I'm not gonna say what I did or give you evidence, but I mean, I was a leader of a bunch of gang shit back then too. I'm not gonna give you evidence on what I did. I'm not saying I say crime is wrong. This is the thing. If it's for the right reasons, it's not wrong. If you're trying to cause peace by killing a couple people, I'm not going to judge you. I'm not going to say you're wrong. No. If you're a peace solver and you believe getting rid of these people will bring the world peace, do what you got to do. Kill them. I mean, beat them up. Beat them up. I don't care. I was in a couple gangs when I was younger, but, killing... killing, robbing isn't always wrong. Well, robbing is, but killing, beating up, fleeing police officers, assaulting officers, running from the law, I support some of that. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm a nice guy, but I'm gonna be as real as fuck with you for a second. I may be a nice guy, but I mean, I do support certain things, even though it's not, beating up half to death, beating people half to death, assaulting officers, running from officers, assaulting. I support that. If you have to do what you got to do to live in this world, do what you got to do to live. Because if it's life or death situation, then do what you got to do. I won't judge you. If I have a friend who commits crimes and they stop committing crimes but they killed 10 officers, I wouldn't report them. Get the fuck out of here. If someone killed 5 officers, I don't give a shit if you like it or not. I won't report them. If they let that life go, we can be friends. I don't even care if they killed 100 people. It don't matter to me. Crime isn't bad if it's for the right reason. Whether it's defending you, your family's life, you could kill 5 police officers. I don't care. Not saying I support all crime, but some I do. Beating up officers, beating up people, killing officers and running people over with cars. No, I don't support that, but I do support, taking down the government if you believe it'll bring peace. That's just my opinion. And has anyone ever bothered to ask why? Well, why people do the things they do? No, they just say they're wrong 120%. They don't even listen to their opinions. And I'll be honest with you. School shooting isn't terrorism. It's not terrorism. You know what that is? I know that it's not the shooter's fault, whether he's in the right or the wrong. It's not the shooter's fault, it's the teacher's fault. Because probably back then, when they were younger, people tell you, oh, shut up, don't be heard, do what you're supposed to do, never have an opinion of your own when you're a kid. And then you wonder why shit like this happens. Look at the fucking evidence, man. If you had bothered to treat kids nicer in this society and bothered to understand why what's happening is happening, it's the teacher's fault. They're all a bunch of fucking cunts because they did shit when they were younger that they probably regret. Let's be realistic. The only thing that keeps me from being a shooter is the fact that I have morals and I'm a loving person. I'm a loving, moral ridden person. Yeah, I'm a criminal. I'm always going to be a mafia criminal boss, but I support that. I'm sorry. You don't like it? I can't help that. I support crime and being a criminal crime boss and all that shit. I've beaten a lot of people up. Officers, Navy SEALs, officers, Navy SEALs, and all kinds of shit. I don't care. I'm a realistic person. If you don't like me, oh fucking well. But I'm a realistic person, you know. I don't really support like much that is wrong, even though when I was younger I did a lot of wrong, but I'm trying to let that life go. So I'll be honest with you, bruh. I was a very violent criminal back then, fucking officers, people in general, screwing everybody. I don't give a shit. I'm just an honest person. I'm the type that I will do what I have to do for the right reasons, even if people don't agree with it. Shit, I'm the type where I'm not a mean guy, but if like I was charged for the wrong reason, they thought I did something that I didn't. I'm sorry, bro, but I'm running from you, even if you're a state trooper. I don't give a fuck. That's just how I was taught. You know, and this is the thing, like with police brutality, that's mostly the officer's fault most of the time. If someone's running from you, and you have, like that's the thing. If you really think it's an, you know, I'll answer you in a second, whoever you are. Wait a damn minute. Yeah, man, but I keep it real. I don't give a fuck if people like me. Well, I don't understand. Why do you think all these people have hatred and crime in this city? Well, let's give an example. Person runs from whoever they're running from. Police, army, don't matter. Because they're running away, you could have found out where they're at. You know where they live at. You know their number. You know who they are, their age, who they are, where they live at. You don't have to shoot them. You can tase them in the legs, or you can tackle them yourself. But don't think it's okay to shoot a guy 6 times in the head and the chest because I'm part of the law, that I'm better than everybody else. Bitch, I'll bend you over myself. The fuck out of here. You gotta understand, I'm a nice guy, but I'm a gangster. I've been a crime boss for a while. You know, I'm not a mean guy. I'm trying to let that life go. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't care if people like me. What the fuck? I fuck the officers and everybody up. I have to, but I'm trying to let that life go. But let's be realistic. Why do you think people act the way they do? Have you ever bothered to ask, like, when a person does something wrong, why they did what they did? No, people just automatically jump to, oh, crucify this motherfucker. That's the problem. The second you can start understanding people, you don't have to like and approve what they do. Just keep it real, man. Like I don't. If you have an issue, explain why. Explain why people, why people basically ask why people do the shit they do. Maybe you could prevent it rather than having to shoot a gun at them just because they have a bomb strapped to their chest. That's all I'm saying. Talking solves a lot more than killing. Hatred, there's an old saying, hatred only promotes more hatred. When you show love, whether it's the worst guy in the world, I'm being honest. Love solves more. I don't even believe in war. I'm a peace lover. I've seen, death in front of me many times. I don't support death at all or fucking killing just to protect your country. Fuck that. I don't give a shit, man. I don't support people killing each other just because, oh, we're Americans, so we're better. No, man, this is how life works. Every country is equal, in my opinion. Every person's a person. It doesn't matter where you live. You're not bad because of where you live. The government is bad for Like you're bad. You're bad if you're a governor who is a dictator of a city, but you're not bad if you live in fucking Syria or you live in Russia. It's who the fuck like judges someone because of your race, religion, or where you live. I don't get that shit. It's like really, motherfucker. You gonna sit here and tell me you judge someone because of their race, religion? If that's the case, you deserve to be killed by someone because that's your own problem. All I say to the government is you gotta start showing love, and maybe you could solve this whole crime problem if you bother to understand why people do what they do. I already know why in my case why they're school shooters. I'm not supporting it or saying it's okay, but has people ever bothered to ask why people do it? I know why. Everybody else doesn't know. I know that fucking when they were younger in the old days when they were kids, they're just like, oh, shut your mouth, you're a kid. Don't be hurt and do with your fucking work. But no one ever helps them. Then when there's a bunch of rape victims in school, they wonder why people shoot the fuck out of them. They deserve it. Just my opinion. Let me